Welcome to Can Angels Fly. I'm Nancy. And before we begin this video, I like to let you know I'm up under all my vices. It's at the end of this vice. I have to replenish. And now I'm not promoting this. All this stuff is deadly. I can't breathe. Not at all. Now, I can't say nothing about that. That other one doesn't quite have me like this one does. This one. Horrible children. Absolutely horrible. If you have to get in a fight, you're going to get your ass kicked. Tell you the truth. Anyway, yeah, I'm up under all my vices. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna open this video and I'm gonna talk about the Mandela effect. Many of you may not know about the Mandela effect, but I am aware of it because I've been dealing with the Mandela effect for trying to get the burn, for many years. Just recently, I just been like going through, what can I say, just irritation relative to the Mandela effect because, like, I was showing you my vices. My vices, can you see? This is lottery tickets. This is one of my things. And I'm going to show you my pet. They say you're supposed to have a pet. And this is not what this video is even about. I'm just allowing you all, my YouTube family, to see me indulging in all of my vices. We all have vices, but we must control them, or at least they control us. This is my, can you see? Well, let's see, I'm gonna keep, can you see that? Is it that number right there? Wow, I didn't know that wouldn't show. Only the elect will see. We'll see. I was just allowing you to see all of my vices before I began this video, and it's significant. It plays into it. Again, I don't suggest any of this. It's all the devil's playground. It's all consuming. Who is that? Girl. I'm doing a video. Is there anything I can help you with? Okay. Mandatory. Okay. Anyway. I showed you my lottery pet number, which was 1416, if you can see. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I want to talk a little bit about the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is related to or relative to those that believe that we have shift dimensions or realms. This belief was formulated from Nelson Mandela, and some remembering him dying at a particular time, and then later on finding out that he had not died but yet had been liberated or freed from the prison in Africa and lived on for some years and then died. People had two different memories: a death while he was in prison, and one that was later when he was free, had returned to his wife and home and family, and then died peacefully amongst them. Personally, my memory was of him dying in the penitentiary. Yeah. Held because he was, against apartheid and all that kind of stuff. Was it against apartheid? I don't know. I'm under all my vices. So you can't trust nobody up under their vices. But anyway, I do remember him dying in the pen, unjustly. And then years later, I heard, hey, Mandela died. He was released. He went back to his wife, Minnie, and they lived happily until his death. Like, that's not what I remember. I remember his death. I remember seeing his funeral. That is the Mandela effect. I show my lottery pet, my vice, because that too is a Mandela effect for me personally. I have been playing that number since 2009, actually July of 2009. This is now February 18, 2018. That has been almost just short of about, in about 5 months, it will be 9 years. Now, I track everything through this number. I have for almost 9 years. And what I noticed was that, originally, before I even start playing the number, I tracked it. There was no evidence of that number. What number? 1416. Okay. After I got a year into it, I went and tracked it again. And it showed that it had fell out 30 days before my initial play of that number. That number I picked up as a pet. What does it mean to be a pet? That means if you ain't got no money, you're going to get up on the money to play that one number. So I've been playing that number again since July 2009. It has never failed. But about 2 weeks ago, I was like, let me go back and look at the historical record of this number, which I knew was about June of 2009. But what I got was two readings of this number. It didn't fall in that order, but two readings of that number in 2015. I thought that was interesting. I was like, out of all those years, now that wasn't the first time I've went back to refer to those numbers or to look those numbers up for my location, my lottery location. When I saw that, I was like, oh, Mandela effect. Now it's saying it fell out twice in 2015, which I know that it didn't. But it was something else that was interesting. That in 2015, at the time that it was stated that that number fell out, I was actually in the hospital, admitted. So that was to just, hey, Nancy, you missed that number because you were in the hospital. But I was working for a particular lady. I ran a daycare center, or what do you call it? Daycare center. And so when I went into hospital, she is calling me. I talked about her recently in my video called Does Your Kitty Cat Stink? That's my friend that's 79 years old. And so when I went to the hospital, she found out I was in the hospital. She said, well, what can I do for you? I said, what you can do is I'm going to send my children over to your house, and I need X, Y, and Z of dollars until I get back on my feet. No problem. My kids went over there, got the money from her. My only requirement for the money was to go play my 1416 for me for like a week, because I know I would be in the hospital midday and evening. Of course, I kept track of the numbers even while I was in the hospital, and of course it did not fall. What did they do with the rest of the money? I have no idea, but okay. You know, you got to execute the powers as they be. So what am I saying when I say that, when I share that? Is that I know goddamn well that that number has not fallen out in almost 9 years. Mandela effect. Anyway, this video is not about Mandela effect. It's just something that's been on my mind as I engage in my vices. The lottery, the cigarettes, and the drink. Let's see. Do you know what bottle this is? Pineapple, to be exact. Anyway, this video is about, all I wanted to do is a very short video, and it's about some terms that I want to present so that you will have an awareness, more than just an awareness, a knowledge about as we proceed. You know, to those that stick around, can angels fly? And these terms have to do with our personal lives, as well as that which is happening spiritually, as well as globally. And these two terms are elite and elect. Let's talk about the term elite. Elite is defined as the choice or best of anything, considered collectively. I shouldn't have stopped. I didn't see the what is it called, apostrophe. The choice or best of anything considered collectively, as of a group or class of persons. Another definition for elect is, not elect, elite, a person of the highest class. A group of persons exercising, give me a minute, I'm on devices. Yes. Yes, are you okay? Hi, can I call you back in a minute? I'm making a video. Okay, no problem. I'll call you back in 2 seconds. Bye. I apologize. Kids come first. Anyway, that third definition is a group of persons executing the major share of authority or influence within a large group. Now, what do I want to say about the elect? That's what I need to wait. Now, we just dealt with the definitions of the word elect, and so I will go into the other term, which is the elect, and the definition of the elect. The definition of elect is to choose or to select by a vote, or to determine in favor of a method, course of action, etc. 3, to pick out, to choose. Then there are some synonyms that I wrote down for the term elect, but I didn't do it for the term elite. But we're going to go back there anyway, and I'll make why I am making this video make sense in just a minute. Let's talk about the synonyms associated with the word elect. It is accept, appoint, designate. Now, why am I bringing these subjects up, these terms up, relative to our, no, that person is not important. They're not a part of my vices. Vices, controlling factors, but I'm sure that's not the official definition. For me, it's controlling vices. Anyway, let's talk about the elect. Why am I bringing up these two terms as we progress on my channel, whether it's personal or global? Because of the role. It's about, I know you heard life is, I think it was Shakespeare that said life is a play. And all that is, I don't know how he said it, but all that is different are the, hold on y'all, because I'm about to start cussing. Hello? Hello? Drinking and making videos. Okay, I'll be ready. All right, bye. There you go, the party. Look, y'all, the party on, the party on. I'm in my vices. It's all right. Got to be balanced. Make sure you're balanced. Don't let it consume you. Anyway, the reason why I bring this up is because, let's talk about the elect, because she threw me off. But it says, tracker and keeper of secrets of knowledge. When you hear me talk about the elect, I'm talking about people that don't have to labor in order to satisfy the natural requirements of eating or drinking and that kind of thing. They wait for other people to do it. And so what they do in their free time, because they're doing something too, while you out busting your ass, harvesting, planting planting and taking care of it and harvesting it and cleaning it and washing it and doing it. They're not just sitting there doing nothing. What they are doing is researching life, studying nature, learning from life. And so that's why I say there are trackers and keepers of the secrets of knowledge of life. They got this. They understand it. Why many of us, historically, even to now, don't have the time to pay life attention, to embrace its teachings. So, what happens? The elite. Remember those people that are a select class. They are a choice, the best of anything considered collectively. This group of people, a person of the highest class. Those are the people that know how to manipulate circumstance, situation, and others to go out and provide the bare necessities for them. And that frees them up to pay attention to the life, to learn from the life, to learn from what we may call foreign or alien entities about what is required of us, what this life is about. And they learn that information and they know it. But rather than contributing it to the collective, they keep it to themselves. And then they manipulate circumstances and situations in their favor. Now, we talked about the other term, which is the elect. And the elect is definitely a threat to the elite. So let's talk about the elect. Well, what are the elect people? What are I categorize myself as an elect person. Are you an elect person? I'm up under my vices. But I gotta go because the party continues. Anyway, the elect. The secret knowledge of life is systematically revealed through life experiences only through the elect. And what really makes them the elect is that they catch on. As life progresses, as those experiences progress, they catch on. Hey, it's something here. Now, what the elect is learning is the same thing that the elite learn and hoard to themselves and manipulate circumstances and situations in their favor. And what do? They make you give them all of your attention and resources and energy to give you just a portion. Where the elect, we're just like you. We're the same people. And you know what we do? We go through life, we have these experiences, and it's like getting hit by, what's the new or the latest middleweight champion, Mayweather. It's like, pow, pow, getting hit by Mayweather. But those hits are educational. And you learn, and you understand, you perceive, you learn, and you understand, and you share all of this with your people. But this is the catch, is that the people get the information, but they don't support the elect. Now, spiritually, what is it about? Universe, God all knows that you have been manipulated, that we all have been manipulated, that the elect know. They knew a long time ago. And they used that information about what they knew what? Life. And what it was really about, spiritualism, what it was really about. And they used it to manipulate circumstances and situations in their favor. And then charged you. Where? There's the elect. Those that were selected or chosen by divine energy to have a set of or particular life experiences that taught them. And taught them the hard way. It wasn't easy. It led to vices in order to cope. But they learned. Still they learned. So they learned. They have accepted what they see. Number one, they were appointed to see what they saw and experience what they experienced. They accepted it. And then they shared abundantly with zero support. But what I want you to hold on to from this video? What is the purpose of this video? Who you may think are your physical guides may not be your guide. You're looking at them because of maybe the physical characteristics and traits. Awaken and know. Now, I'm not asking you to take my word for it. I'm asking you to research, to study, to dive into your own heart and your existence, into what you know, what you've experienced, what you've heard, those that you trust, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncles, those people that are close to you. They said something to you. You learned from it. They knew something. You're learning something. I know something. So, what is it really about? Following those that manipulated circumstance, situation, and people and environments in their favor, so free their time up to learn the secrets of life, and then to use that information to lead them to, we'll just say, financial security? Or do you partner with, commune with those elect people that are going through life just like you, but were selected by divine energy to have a set of life experiences to bring that revelation to fulfillment, so that they can share it with you, so that there is someone that you can bounce off of and say, hey, that's exactly what I experienced, or that's exactly what I heard someone very close to me experience. Those people, I share my vices because many of those people that shared their story with you had vices. They had vices. They had vices. How many vices can I pull up? They had vices. But nevertheless, their story, what they shared, the contribution to your awareness was true and accurate. So you really need, this video is really about discerning who to support and who to, I'm not going to say believe. It's not about believing. It's about understanding what is true. What is true? What is true? Your family, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, people from your neighborhood or community, your own life experience, what is true. You cannot deny what you have experienced, because all of those, or all of that evidence is what will help you rise in consciousness. Anyway, thank you for coming to Ken Angel's Fly and watching me partake in my vices. I got to go fill my glass. Until next time.